The highlights. LASUBEB deepens awareness on hygiene, self-development, child protection in Lagos schools. Troops of Joint Task Force Operation raid gun runners' hideout, recover weapons in Plateau State. On the foreign scene, United Kingdom set to limit refugees to temporary stays. In sport, CAF clears Super Eagles Wilfred Ndidi to play against Democratic Republic of Congo at 2026 World Cup qualifying playoffs. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, LASUBEB, has concluded a 2-day advocacy and sensitization program on promoting personal hygiene and curbing sexual abuse among girl children in public primary schools across the state. Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Basic Education, Yewande Kojeje, stated that the advocacy was designed to share vital knowledge on personal hygiene, self-development, and the fight against sexual abuse. She encouraged the girls to keep silent, but to rise above societal limitations and aspire to become leaders in their chosen field. Executive Chairman of LASUBEB, Hakim Shitu, reaffirmed the state's government's commitment to protecting the girl child and promoting a safe and supportive learning environment in all public primary schools. Shitu added that the sensitization aligns with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's Themes Plus agenda, particularly the education and technology pillar, which emphasizes the well-being, safety, and empowerment of every child in Lagos State. Members of staff of the Motor Vehicle Administration Agency (MVAA) have been urged to embrace a change-ready mindset capable of transforming business processes and driving smarter service delivery across Lagos State transportation system. Special Advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Chalagiwa, made the call while declaring open the agency's 2025 annual management and staff retreat. Giwa called for deep reflection on MVAA's current operational landscape, future direction, and its shared vision of becoming a model for public sector digitization in Nigeria. Permanent Secretary of MVAA, Abdurrashid Muriokwala, maintained that although MVAA has embarked on an ambitious transformation agenda, the journey has not been without resistance from those accustomed to traditional methods. Mario Kwala outlined the agency's 2026 projection benchmarks, including zero avoidable delays and the processing and issuance of driver's licenses and number plates, increased adoption of self-service platforms, and digitization of key processes, improved revenue assurance through technology, and enhanced service-focused service delivery, among others. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, says the federal government, under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu, is working hard to end frequent grid collapses and achieve grid reliability and stability in the power sector. Adelabu stated this in Akwa Ibom State at the Nigerian Independent System Operator (NISO) Management Maiden Retreat 2025 with the theme NISO on the Move. The minister said President Bola Tinubu's administration at inception began doing things differently to ensure grid stability and reduce power outages in the country. He said the creation of NISO is an initiative of the federal government to ensure that things are done differently in the sector. The managing director of NISO, Abdul Mohammed, explained that the organization was created to complement government efforts by attracting private sector investment and optimizing existing investment in the power sector. Now to the rest of the stories. The troops of the Joint Task Force operating Enduring Peace have raided suspected gun runners' hideout in Belco's local government area of Plateau State, recovering a cache of weapons and ammunition. The operation was carried out at Fashoron village in Darfur district by Sector 2 of the task force. Suspects were said to have fled the location before the troops arrived. JTF Operation Enduring Peace Media Information Officer Samson Zakum reaffirmed the task force's commitment to curbing the flow of illegal weapons in the region. Zakom said the Joint Task Force operation ensuring peace remains steadfast in its mandate, employing all legitimate measures to rid the area of criminal element, particularly those involved in the proliferation of illicit weapons and ammunition. The World Health Organization has warned about the rapidly growing diabetes crisis in Africa. Speaking on the sideline of the World Diabetes Day, team lead, non-communicable disease (NCD) WHO Afro Kofi Mensah described diabetes as a growing concern fueled by lifestyle changes, increased processed food consumption, and reduced physical activity. According to him, over 25 million adults in Africa live with diabetes, and if actions aren't taken urgently, this figure could soar to 60 million by 2050. Mensah, who stated that one critical challenge is that many people are unaware they have diabetes until serious complications arise, including heart disease and kidney failure, urged government to expand access to essential diabetes medicines and diagnostics tools.
Diabetes can affect people at every stage of their life, from childhood to older age. You don't wait till you are old before you test for diabetes. We call on governments to improve access to essential diabetic medicines and devices. What can the communities do to increase awareness amongst our communities and increase community ownership? Check your blood pressure levels, know your status, and take appropriate action. Let us raise our voices, share knowledge, and build supportive environments where every person with diabetes at every age can live a healthy, fulfilling life.
Mensah noted that the WHO is supporting 31 African countries through its package of essential non-communicable disease (PEN) interventions, which helps primary health centers detect and manage diabetes early, adding that an expanded PEN Plus program is rolling out in 20 countries to provide better care for patients with advanced complications. People granted asylum in the United Kingdom will only be allowed to stay in the country temporarily in a major change of policy to be announced by the Home Secretary Sabana Mahmood on Monday. Mahmood is expected to declare that the area of permanent protection for refugees is over as she seeks to reduce asylum claims and small boat crossings. Under the plans, those granted asylum will be returned to their home country when it's deemed safe, and their status will be regularly reviewed. Currently, refugee status in the UK lasts for 5 years, after which they can apply for indefinite leave to remain and have a route to citizenship. Meanwhile, government insiders are describing a move to temporary status for all successful asylum seekers as a significant shift. The policy has been copied from Denmark, where a government led by the center-left Social Democrat has presided over one of the toughest asylum and immigration systems in Europe. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has confirmed that Wilfred Ndidi is eligible to feature for the Super Eagles in Sunday's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying playoff against DR Congo. And this was revealed by the team's media officer, Promise Afoge, in a post on the Super Eagles X handle. Earlier, there were reports that Ndidi will miss the playoffs final with DR Congo after he received a yellow card early in the clash with Gabon. According to Afoge, CAF has given the green light for Ndidi to feature against the Leopards because cautions accumulated during the World Cup qualifiers do not carry over into the playoffs. Only confirmed suspension apply. The Super Eagles would be wary of running foul against suspension rules, especially after Bafana of South Africa lost 3-2 fielding Taboho Mokona, who was ineligible to play against Lesotho in the early part of the qualifiers. And that's it on the news at 4. But just before we go, do not park at or near a road crossing. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio, 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961. 96.1 FM on my Lagos app for timely update. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration completed and inaugurated 384 capacity multi-level car park at Oniko, Lagos? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board LASIBEB has concluded a 2-day advocacy and sensitization program on promoting personal hygiene and curbing sexual abuse among girl children in public primary schools across the state. Troops of the Joint Task Force Operation Enduring Peace have raised suspected gun runners' hideout in Bokos local government area, Plateau State, recovering a cache of weapons and ammunitions. We also told you that people granted asylum in the UK will only be allowed to stay in the country temporarily in a major change of policy to be announced by the Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, on Monday. And finally, in sport, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has confirmed that Wilfred Ndidi is eligible to feature for the Super Eagles in Sunday's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying playoff clash against DR Congo. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast, compiled by Zainab Adebashi. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.